two rocks. One, he threw that one, it was on the, went through and was on the inside. One threw that one, went on the inside. And then the cops came and he tried to say that both sides are doing it. And I said, bullshit.
We need to take the moral high ground on this. If our side does this even once, if there's even one Ring doorbell camera that shows us trampling one of those Forever Canada signs, then that's going to be the front line of every news article. We're all branded like, share this far and wide. We need to find out who did this. We shine in the face of adversity.
Absolutely.
We come together. This makes us stronger. If we vote Forever Canadian, what that means is it's going to be forever the status quo like we are now. We know the path we're heading down. How much money do you think those windows will cost to fix?
Probably $4,000 or $5,000.
Oh, this is the sign that got broken right here. If you're here in Red Deer, you can get his signs, which say send Ottawa a message, vote yes, October 19th referendum. Jason Levine's signs, he's also got Corey Morgan's signs. This is the place to come to get them.
I'm open from 11 to 7, Monday to Friday, 11 to 6 Saturday, and noon to 4 or 5 or 6 whenever I leave Sunday.
I call out the Forever Canadians. You guys need to bring your people in check. You need to stop using,
Absolutely.
you stop calling us traitors. We're not traitors. Every time you say something that you're inciting violence, you need to take responsibility for your words. We have a democratic right to express ourselves and to vote in an election. Everything about this is legal. Thomas Okazik, Jason Kenney, even Daniel Smith. Where is your public statement about this? Hey guys, I'm John. Welcome back to my channel. I am here at Cool Shit Wholesale in Red Deer with my big blue beautiful flag showing my support for Alberta independence.
Absolutely.
And I'm with Rob.
How you doing?
And he's the owner, and last night his business was vandalized by Forever Canadians. And we want to tell you the story of what happened. So come on out, let's check out what happened first of all. So this kind of thing needs to stop happening. I call out all the Forever Canadian leadership. You need to get your people under control. Every time you call us traitors or you use derogatory language like that, you are actually inciting violence and you're inciting hatred against us. And that's not fair in a free and democratic society. We need to feel safe to express our opinions.
Absolutely.
And so look what happened.
About 11 o'clock, I got a call from security that there was a break-in.
Yeah.
And I had a guy that was here. It's too short, so I told him not to call the cops. I was going to come in here. So I come in here, and on video, I had a video camera. I'm going to show you where, I guess. But he walked across the parking lot, and
yeah, he came from over there.
Came from over there.
Yeah.
Walked across the parking lot, wrote Traitor on the...
Yeah, oh, you can see it right there. Traitor. They actually wrecked that sign. I can see that's can you clean that off?
I'm going to leave that up there for a little while. See what you need.
Yeah, you know, and actually, it's kind of like a badge of honor in one sense.
I got a couple of those, mostly scars though.
Yeah, you got a couple.
Mostly
It's funny how scars become badges of honor.
I got them all over. Yeah.
You know, actually, one thing I was thinking about today is like adversity makes us stronger.
Absolutely.
You know, part of Albertan culture is we are resilient. We're resilient people. That's our culture. And
absolutely.
when you try to tear us down, that actually makes us stronger.
I actually made a hat.
Yeah.
I can't remember what all it said on it, but
yeah.
part of it was built from pain.
Yeah.
That's like pain built me stronger. That's exactly okay.
Yeah. So show us the windows. So
the window, they threw a rock or two rocks. One, he threw that one. It was on the went through and was on the inside. One threw that one, went on the inside.
Completely smashed out.
Smashed them. Yeah. So
they're completely gone.
I had to put the plywood in so nobody could break in again.
Yeah.
And then the cops came and he tried to say that both sides are doing it. And I said, bullshit.
No.
I said, you tell me once.
Yeah.
When an Albertan, anybody from our Alberta side has run over anybody with a car, thrown anybody into traffic, broken into windows, or even fought back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, stop saying it's both sides. It's one side.
Yeah.
And that's who's doing it.
Yeah. Well, and that's part of why I make this channel, because I want to inspire other people on our side. Like, we need to take the moral high ground on this. The other side, they're willing to do this, and the media is never going to make it into a story. But if our side does this even once, if there's even one Ring doorbell camera that shows us trampling one of those Forever Canada signs, then that's going to be the front line of every news article. We're all branded like that.
John, even fighting back.
Yeah.
Like, the minute you fight back, it's going to be, you can defend yourself.
Yeah.
But if you go after them and cause a problem, it's going to be, look what they did.
Yeah.
Like, anybody who's been divorced should know that, sorry.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
So after she did that, she went over, there was a bunch of boxes there, because I got in 12 boxes of freight the day before.
Yeah.
And she tried to light them on fire.
Wow.
And her lighter wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So then she came and broke the window.
Yeah.
And it's all on tape. I'll send
Yeah.
you the tape. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll cut the tape in right now so you can see the overlay.
But she was wearing a mask.
Yeah.
She was wearing gloves.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't.
It was planned. Yeah.
She had two big rocks. I got them
Yeah.
on the floor.
Yeah.
Like there's little rocks around here. Like she
Yeah.
had big rocks.
Yeah.
That she threw the window.
You know-
And I think she threw like a girl. So I keep saying
Yeah.
she. Like guys don't throw like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope somebody sees this video, share it wide and recognize it, because it's hard if but if you know this person, like I would see if it was you or if it was my wife or my friend, I would see it. I'd be like, oh, I know who that is. So somebody please share this far and wide. We need to find out who did this.
I want to make them famous. Like
Yeah.
if they want to be famous, be famous. You want something to say? My door is
Yeah.
open. My phone number is 403-597-9797. Call me
Yeah.
anytime. I'll talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah. And another thing, like as a business owner, right, it takes a lot of courage to do what you're doing. And it takes a lot of courage to hang an Alberta flag and to put up a sign and to wear a shirt in public or to even talk about it in public. It takes no courage to put up a Canadian flag, because that's like the status quo, right? That's like the most like vanilla thing, And so this is designed to scare us. These people are trying to scare us into giving up.
Wrong person, sorry.
Yeah.
And yes, it does take courage, I guess, but it's on my truck, it's
Yeah.
on my shirt, it's on my.
Yeah.
I'm Canadian. I'm damn
Yeah.
proud of it.
Yeah.
I won the Young Entrepreneur of the Year award when I was 29, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
In 1991, and I was never proud of it till today.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was a proud Canadian for a long time. I am starting to have some pretty negative emotions about this. I try to take the moral high ground,
Absolutely.
Try not to say too many bad things, but when I think of what a Canadian was, it's like we're polite and kind and we help our neighbors and we're courteous and we're patriotic, I guess, to that. But then I see this kind of thing and it's like, wait a minute, I'm not even allowed to express myself democratically and like hold a flag up,
Everybody keeps saying they're what Canadian was. They're
Yeah.
the old Canada.
Yeah.
The more I look back, that Canada never existed.
Yeah.
And in 1904, Clifford Sifton said they wanted our wealth to make the East rich.
Yeah.
Like when have we been? In 1980, they took everything we had. They made 28% interest.
Yeah.
The national energy policy.
Yeah. Well, and I think we have this romantic kind of idea of what Canada was.
We made Canada into something and fell in love with it. It's like
Yeah.
falling in love with a girl that isn't all that great, but you fall in love with what she looks like.
Yeah.
But it's not who she really is, right?
Yeah. And we were just like lassoed into Canada, if you know how our history is,
We were
right?
annexed. Yeah, we were stolen and we were annexed. We never joined.
Just annexed in and no democratic vote. And there's always been a separatist movement in Canada,
There always is.
but for Alberta, but like now it's actually really taken off.
Yeah.
And this is our moment to shine. And so I see this as adversity. I'm like, okay, you know what? We shine in the face of adversity.
Absolutely.
We come together. This makes us stronger. And so, Rob, I need you to give a little plug for your business.
For my business?
And for your TPA, because
I make pretty much anything for Alberta. Like
Yeah.
I just added keychains and there was a couple things. I changed the coasters. I make coasters. I make hoodies. I make
Yeah.
shirts. I design all the designs, so they're all right. Just
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and I got one too. I picked it up today. You can get these for like $25 here. And show your support. There's lots of flags. If you like the Alberta plain flag, which is my style, or if you like something that has a snake on it, or
I wanna
strong and free. Explain the snake. Explain your symbol.
The snake is I'm peaceful till
Right
provoked.
there, right there.
Peaceful till provoked.
Yeah.
And it stands for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going after anybody. If you try to put a cigarette light on my face, go right
Yeah.
ahead. I'll break your arm.
Yeah.
But I'm not going after you. Like
Yeah.
and I will never go after anybody, but I will protect myself and I'll
Yeah.
protect the people that I stand with.
Right. Well, and so now here's one thought, because that what you said there, I think everybody would agree you have the right to do that. But imagine this person came up right now,
Oh, whatever.
we would have it on tape, but it's like we actually need to keep our cool.
Absolutely.
Like that, Donnie up in Edmonton getting trampled and his flag ripped off. We need to keep our cool. But
There's
like,
nothing really to fight back with that. Like
Yeah.
Like if somebody comes at me, is what I'm saying. I'm gonna
Yeah.
protect myself. That's it.
right?
Yeah.
Because like even the police saying, "Oh, well, it's both sides doing it." Where?
Where?
Where? I'm
I'm not going out trying to find this person and burn their house down. Like
Yeah. Yeah. No. So, okay. Now, Rob, you also have a TPA.
oh yes, the TPA.
Yeah.
Where support education. It's called Free Alberta from Overreach
Yeah.
is the name of the TPA.
Yeah.
And freealbertafromoverreach.com is the website.
Yeah.
And Free Alberta from Overreach, only one R in Reach. One R in Overreach. Yeah, because it's spelled wrong. Anyway, you don't get in. So I've got emails. So if you want to email or for any donations.
Yeah.
There.
And what's your mission? What are you doing with the donations?
The donations, education, like bifolds, whatever you call them for education. We have a lot of bifolds. Yard signs.
Okay.
In Alberta, let's talk Alberta.
Yeah.
I help. A lot of it goes to that.
Yeah.
Because they actually talk to Albertans and educate Albertans.
Okay. Well, so there you go. So there's another TPA. I'll leave a link to it down in the description below. And you can go and donate to that too as well. There's a lot of TPAs popping up, and this is another one that I think you should support. We got to kind of spread the money around. If we pile it all into one, they're maxing out. So you can donate maximum $5,000 to any TPA, but like that's like all of them combined. So you can't do like 5, 5, and 5. And then so just keep that in mind. And then if you donate over $50, then you have to give your name and address and phone number. Yeah,
information. Yeah,
and your information. But if you donate under that, then it's like a small donation.
Under is no, you don't need your information.
Yeah. So, but we got to strictly follow these rules, even though the Forever Canadians aren't following the rules, right?
They're doing whatever. Then they're taking money. They're taking it from different people. They're coming from other provinces. It also has to be from within Alberta.
Yeah.
Like I can only get money
from Albertans.
From Albertans. Yeah.
That's right. So if you're watching this and you're not an Albertan, you can't donate. We got to follow the rules, but it makes me so mad that the Forever Canadians aren't being required to report or anything. I'll bet you they've received like huge donations from unions and from out of province, and like that should make every Canadian sick to their stomach.
Make everybody mad. Like it's like they're Teflon. They can do whatever they want. We got all these rules to follow. Like we're all doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Like why are they so special? Why are
Well,
no,
it's like they're saying, okay, we're just supporting unity. But like, wait a minute. No, you're actually telling people how to vote on a referendum.
Yeah.
That is the definition of campaigning. You got a campaign bus, you got yard signs, you got a website, a campaign office, you got paid people on your staff doing all sorts of things behind the scenes. And
actually the ones promoting unity. Pierre Poilievre gave a hell of a speech the other day about people, our grandfathers and our uncles and stuff went to war and fought for Canada. They didn't fight for Canada, they fight for freedom. They didn't fight for tampons in men's bathrooms and cat boxes in classrooms and there's the shit that's going on now. Like they're taking away all our freedoms. You give up your guns, they fought to have your guns. They fought for personal speech, freedom of speech. That's what Canada's taken away from us. That speech should have been totally the other way around. It should have been a reason to leave Canada.
Well, and this is why, like, I've given up on Canada. I don't see a future or hope for this. And it's like, if we vote Forever Canadian, what that means is it's going to be forever the status quo like we are now. We know the path we're heading down.
120 years of doing the same thing, expecting different results is enough. That's called insanity.
But now they're accelerating it, right? They're taking away our guns. They're making hate speech laws. They got all these woke policies, right? Like
take away our land for crying out, BC. Like that's just one step. Once they get BC's land, they're going to come after everybody else. It's just one step after the other.
Well, you're right, because they could actually declare the treaties null and void in the sense that they were signed under duress, which I think is actually a valid legal argument, by the way. I've always wondered that. But then, okay, now they could say, well, that actually the land was never ceded in Alberta either.
If somebody would have said it was signed under duress 100 or long ago, it was 1987 or 1887. 120 years ago, maybe they could have said it was under duress, but not now. The people that were under duress aren't even alive.
And the people, so anyway, but look, that's another issue that I think they're pushing towards. And I just see Canada on this dystopian path. We're locked in for inflation. The government spending is out of control. They're printing money. They're bringing in mass waves of immigration. I don't even recognize my own country anymore.
And we're in a recession.
We're in a recession.
And he's driving the economy away. Like, where are we going to sell the cars? Like, this is another part of Canada, which I honestly don't spend a lot of time worrying about. But he's driving everybody away from buying from Canada and saying, we can sell it across the sea. I don't know, but I don't think Chinese make all that much money to buy $100,000 vehicles.
Well, I don't know.
I
don't know about that. But then that's another thing is like we're getting in bed with China, and CSIS says that China is rigging our elections, right? And we know that there's compromised MPs and compromised people in our government, and it's never coming out. And so, but hey, Rob, thank you for being strong, pushing through all of this. And I hope that maybe people can support you. we should have talked about this before, but how much money do you think those windows will cost to fix?
Well, I'm not fixing with windows because I can break them again.
Okay.
So I'm putting aluminum, I'm putting the wood, and the two wood are in, but I'm going to put aluminum in front of them.
Okay.
So the windows would have been about $2,000. Also, there's a sign inside that's broken, was $300, and then the labor and everything, it'd be probably $4,000 or $5,000.
Yeah. Wow. So.
And then cleaning up the paint. They painted a bunch of shit on the other side of the building too.
So what I'm gonna say then is maybe like people come here and buy products from him, so that he can pay for all of this, and maybe chip in a donation if you can, but don't do it through my app or anything like that, because then it goes to me.
But I want to get more Alberta stuff out there.
Yeah.
So I'm selling it at very good prices because I'm not trying to get rich off of it.
Yeah.
I want it out there so people can see it, so other people can see it and think, I want to be part of that. Hey, I don't need to be afraid to say what I want.
Let's quickly go inside your business. Show me what you're selling. All right. So guys, he has a lot of good products here for independents, a lot of products for other cool things. I've decided this is where I'm coming to buy camo when I go hunting this fall.
That's the sign that got broke.
Oh, this is the sign that got broken right here. So, Ali.
That's my dog.
Yeah, that's his dog.
She's an amazing dog.
Yeah. So he's got stickers. He's got. This is an incredibly unique store. I love everything that you got going on in here.
I got lots of signs.
Oh, here, hold that up for us. Hold that up for us. So, if you're here in Red Deer, you can get his signs, which say "Send Ottawa a message, vote yes, October 19th referendum," and then it has his information on it. And he's also supporting.
Oh, that's right. Because I got one with a snake too.
Got one with the snake?
Because we stand up for ourselves.
Yeah.
We're not going to be pushed around.
Yeah. To be clear, I really like what that snake, the Gadsden flag stands for. It's like you know,
be neutral.
Yeah,
I understand that.
No, I like the message of it. It's just people don't understand it.
I know.
But then he's also got Jason Levine's signs. He's also got Corey Morgan's signs.
I jumped ahead of you. Sorry.
So this is the place to come to get them.
Yes.
If you're in Red Deer, come and get your sign here today. Lots here left, and you know what? I dropped off about 150 of those.
I got 50 more yesterday. I hand out.
You've been handing them out
a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm open 7 days a week. That's why I try to hand them out for anybody.
Yeah.
I'm open from 11 to 7, Monday to Friday, 11 to 6 Saturday, and noon to 4 or 5 or 6 whenever I leave Sunday.
Yeah.
So I'm always here. You can always have someplace to come get them.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. And you can pick your sign. And, I just want to also say, like, I got to say it. You got to donate to these TPAs. These signs aren't free. They cost about $5 a piece last time I heard. So if you can pay it forward, donate like $10 to these TPAs when you get their signs. We gotta get more. And today we're doing a fundraiser actually in Airdrie. I'm going to share the link.
Yeah.
You'll be in Airdrie?
I'm going there after work because I work today till 6, and that's from 8 to 11, right?
Yeah. Well, no, it's already started. It's online right now.
Okay.
But I'm going to be there from 7 to 8 tonight.
Okay, I'll be there about 7:30.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see you then. Okay. Keep giving us a tour.
Okay. Well, these are all the flags.
All the flags.
Yeah. That I've got left. I'm out of singles, but I got lots of doubles, lots of everything else.
Okay. Hey,
this is Rod.
Hey, Rod again.
How's it going today?
Good.
So I've got all the shirts, toques, bags, hoodies.
And I just bought one shirt from him.
I better show you a couple of hoodies. I've got 3 hoodies.
Different hoodies.
This has got the cow on it.
Oh yeah, that cow is epic. And that's a thinner material, so it's better for like
summer
hoodies in the evening.
Yeah.
Keep the mosquitoes off of you.
And then I've got, I don't want you to take my plant. These ones.
Yeah.
No, that's the same one.
Same one.
Yeah, do that. I got it.
So this is a place you can come and buy your merch for independence here in Red Deer. Support a local business and support independence. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Independence, freedom from tyranny. Yeah. Look, he's got a huge selection of stuff here. So, and like lots of other unique kind of, if you want a shirt or a hat with some kind of unique, perhaps a little bit edgy saying on it, then you come here and get it.
Provocative. I'm trying to be, I'm real. I'm not trying to say.
That's awesome.
That's what I am.
That's awesome.
Got muscle shirts in blue and black. I've got shirts in pink, blue, and black.
Yeah.
I got hoodies in pink, blue, and black.
Yeah. So, all right, everybody, please share this video widely to help get this story out about what happened here. And I call out the Forever Canadians. You guys need to bring your people in check. You need to stop using.
Absolutely.
You stop calling us traitors. We're not traitors. Every time you say something that you're inciting violence, you need to take responsibility for your words.
And honestly, they're the ones that are trading. They're the ones that are trying to take away our freedoms and that's a traitor.
Yeah. Well, and we have a democratic right to express ourselves and to vote in an election. Everything about this is legal, and so you know, you're indirectly responsible for the violence that's happening to people.
And John, sorry, I don't want to, but I had somebody come in here the other day that started talking about, oh, F this and F that. I said, listen, you got to stop it.
Yeah.
Like, stop talking like that. Stop acting like that.
Yeah.
I said, if somebody attacks you, protect yourself, fine, but you got to stop talking the bullshit.
Yeah.
And that's how, so you got to stop and the Canadians and tell them to stop doing this shit.
Yeah, we need the leadership, right?
Yes.
Thomas Okazik, Jason Kenney, even Danielle Smith. Where is your public statement about this? You come out and you denounce this. And you know what? To be completely fair, I will denounce anything on our side. If anybody gets out of line and you start doing stuff like this to the Forever Canadians, if you trample their signs or, you know, whatever, you even if you give them the finger once in a while, okay, but like maybe try to take the moral high ground there too.
I don't, why?
But
why? What does that do?
Why would you do that?
Anything.
Yeah, you don't win anything, right? We're going to win hearts and minds by being upstanding citizens, by being good friends and good neighbors.
Me, I'll wave at them or blow them a kiss or something. Like,
oh, and that's been always my strategy, right? I say, God bless you. And that's just like a screw under their fingernails.
Well, it doesn't do anything. Like, what are you accomplishing?
Yeah.
You're just destroying.
Yeah. So that's our lesson for this video. Take the moral high ground and please share this video wide and far. And thank you so much, Rob.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sean.
Thank you so much, sir.
Your little stand down.
You grabbed my hand.
I'm sorry. Your little stand down at the Canada thing the other day was absolutely amazing. You stayed very calm.
That was fun. You know, my hand was shaking the whole time. You couldn't see it because this camera stabilizes pretty good, but then I realized that they're just a bunch of cranky old people there, and I was like,
give dropping F-bombs on you. It's like, man,
I
stay calm, but somebody tells me to F off enough times, I might say, quit talking and do something.
But you know what? Be bold, right? It's part of our culture. Albertans, we're bold and we're proud and resilient, and when adversity comes our way, that makes us stronger.
Yeah, straight we are.
Yeah, hands down. And thank you so much to my beautiful wife, Allie, for recording all this. I love you so much.
Thank you very much to his beautiful wife, Allie. You got a sister?
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. Cheers, everybody.